today we are doing page 51 in your books, but the first thing I want to do is review for a quiz that will be this Wednesday. One of the things that will be on your quiz is they will give you a short sentence to tell you about ownership of possession. We learned this on Friday about putting an apostrophe S, like this. If it says, Emily has a kitten, what can you do to show that it's ownership? You would put Emily, apostrophe S, kitten. So, Emily's kitten. If I said, Peter has a friend, we would change it to Peter's apostrophe S, friend. Peter's friend. That is the friend that belongs to Peter. Is there a reason why we're laying down? This is not nap time. Alright? That bicycle belongs to Kyle. So it is Kyle's bicycle. Kyle, apostrophe S, bicycle. Okay? And the house that belongs to that family, that would be the family's house. So family, apostrophe S, house. Alright? So that is how you would do this. They're going to give you sentences similar to what I just said, and you would change it to ownership by putting who it belongs to with an apostrophe S, and then what belongs to them. Emily's kitten, the kitten belongs to Emily. Peter's friend, the friend belongs to Peter. Kyle's bicycle, the bicycle belongs to Kyle. And family's house, because the house belongs to the family. Alright, another thing that you will be having on the quiz is your abbreviations. And some of them are going to be abbreviations for the days of the week and the months of the year. So we're going to go over those. But some of them are for titles of respect. Okay, so let's look first of all at the days of the week and the months of the year. We already had this on a quiz. Put that down and pay attention up here, please. I said put it down. Stop playing with it too. Alright, starting with the days of the week. Capital S-U-N period. Capital M-O-N period. Capital C-U-E-S period. Capital W-E-D period. Capital C-H-U-R-S period. Capital F-R-I period. And capital S-A-T period. So let's say what they are. Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Most of them you're just taking off that word day. But Wednesday and Thursday, well, actually that's just taking off the word. Saturday is the other one, and you're not just taking off the word day. Even Thursday, you're just taking off the word day. Now let's move on to the months. We're just going to do the ones that are abbreviations. So if it's not an abbreviation, we are going to skip it. This time we're going to say it first. So this is January, capital J-A-N period. February, capital F-E-B period. March, capital M-A-R period. April, capital A-P-R period. Not May, not June, not July. Those are not abbreviations. August, capital A-U-G period. You need to get where you can see if you cannot see. September, capital S-E-P-T period. October, capital O-C-T period. November, capital N-O-V period. December, capital D-E-C period. All right, now let's just talk about the abbreviations for titles of respect. So give me a title of respect. Paige.
Mrs.
Mrs. How would you spell Mrs.? The abbreviation.
Capital M-R-S period.
Yes, M-R-S period. And that is when you see this. Mrs. That is a married woman. Capital M-R-S period. Some of you did not know that. even though we did that paper together, some of you still did not do it correctly. So make sure you know, Mrs., I am a Mrs., I'm a married lady, capital M-R-S period. Give me another one, Olivia.
Reverend.
Reverend, what would be the abbreviation for reverend?
Capital R-E-V period.
Yes, capital R-E-V period, and that is for this word. When you see this word, reverend, which is a pastor, reverend. Give me another one.
Mr.
Mister, what would be the abbreviation for mister?
M-R.
Almost. Go further. You're not telling me two things that you should be telling me. You cannot just say M-R.
Capital M-R.
Capital M-R what? You're still not done.
Period.
Yes, period. And that would be the abbreviation for this word, mister. Okay, anybody have another one?
Doc. Capital D-O-C.
I'm not sure where you got that from, but I never taught you that, buddy. I never taught you that. I think you didn't pay attention, okay? Because that is not the abbreviation for it. And you don't just call him Doc. What is he? He's a,
Doctor.
and what is the abbreviation for doctor?
Doc.
Spell the abbreviation for doctor the way I told you.
Capital D-O-C.
No, it is capital D, but it is not D-O-C. Do you not remember? It's very similar to this. This is not about making up your own abbreviations, guys. What is it, Grace?
Capital D-R period.
Yes, D-R period. Just like Mr. is capital M-R period, doctor is capital D-R period. That's why you need to pay attention, okay? Because it's going to be on the test, I promise you that. Now, there is one we've learned that is not abbreviated. It is the whole entire word, so it does not need a period.
Miss.
Miss, that would be for an unmarried lady. Miss, it does not get a period. You need to remember that. It does not get a period because that is the whole word, miss. Alright, then what I have over on this side of the board, eyes over here please, where you take two short choppy sentences and put them together to make one good sentence. Do you guys remember doing that? That will be on your test. So eyes up here. Alright, let's read the two choppy sentences. It says, Joe will take piano lessons. Mike will take piano lessons. Notice both of them say, will take piano lessons. So how can we put those two together, Jonathan?
Joe and Mike will take piano lessons.
Yes, very good. You would just simply say Joe and Mike, and just say that part that was repeated just once. Will take piano lessons. And then don't forget to put the period at the end. If you forget that period, you will get a point taken off. If you forget to capitalize it, which you can't hardly see at the beginning of my letter, but it's there. Alright, let's look at this other one. Please put your hands up. I haven't read them yet. Let me try to read them, okay guys? This one says, read it with me.
Last night my dog played fetch. Last night my dog chewed a bone.
So what would you do for that one, Adam?
Last night my dog played fetch and chewed the bone.
Very good. These are repeated, so you're only going to say them once. Last night. I can't write down there so good. My dog played fetch and chewed a bone. Alright, and that's how you'll do it on your quiz paper. Is there anybody that does not understand that part? Raise your hand if you do not understand. Alright, so that's pretty easy. We'll review that again tomorrow just to make sure. And we'll review this again tomorrow and we'll review abbreviations again tomorrow before the quiz. Okay, but that is what's going to be on your quiz. Alright, so today we are still just talking about to make, everybody read the rule with me at the top of your paper. Oh, wait, we didn't do this. Let's look at these sentences before we start paper. Alright, this is just a review of finding the subject and the predicate. Okay, this will not be on the quiz, but we do need to keep reviewing it because I do believe it's gonna be on the test. My family drove to Boise, Idaho. So what is the subject? Everybody.
My
My family. That's who's doing something. And what did they do?
Drove to
Boise, Idaho. Very good. Drove to Boise, Idaho. And I'm trying to decide if we're supposed to underline it once or twice. And nope, we're just dividing it. Just dividing it. Oh wait, what about the second one? Grandma and Grandpa live in Idaho.
Grandma and Grandpa.
Grandma and Grandpa would be the
Subject.
and what's the predicate?
Live in
Live in
Idaho.
Idaho. That's what they're doing. Okay, very good. All right. Now let's begin your paper. All right, it says, read with me at the top. To make a noun possessive, show ownership. That's what possessive means, right guys? Add an apostrophe and an S. All right, Laura has a sweater today, so that would be Laura's sweater. Laura, apostrophe S, sweater. Then the second sentence says, Jack received a gift for his birthday, so that would be Jack's gift. Am I on the wrong page? I am on the wrong page. My bad. Sorry, I was looking at page 50, which we did last Friday. Let's read it again, the right one on page 51. Again, it says to make a noun possessive or show ownership, add an apostrophe and an S. The first sentence, though, is Mom has a coffee cup. So that would be Mom's coffee cup. So Mom, apostrophe S, coffee cup. That's the type of thing you'll be doing on the quiz on Wednesday, where they have a sentence like that and you need to turn it into Mom's coffee cup. The second one is, my teacher bought some new markers. So those would be
Teacher's markers.
Teacher, apostrophe S, markers. Does everybody understand?
What? That's not on the paper.
That's on my paper. And I
On
don't
my
know.
paper too.
Hers grandma's house was in Idaho.
Okay, I don't even know what you're doing. We're in the blue box, reviewing the rule. Can you please be in the blue box and review the rule with us like I told you to? Be? I'm not doing the paper yet. I'm talking about the rule in the box and looking at the box. So now we'll start with number one. Number one, Idaho was my mom's favorite place to visit when she was young. So you're taking mom and turning it into possessive by adding apostrophe S. Yeah, I know, I goofed. Number two, and you guys goofed because you thought I was on that sentence just because it also had mom in it, and I was still in the blue box, and I told you I was in that blue box. So make sure you're paying attention. Number two, her grandma house was in Idaho. Grandma, so grandma with an apostrophe S. The house belongs to grandma, just like the favorite place belonged to mom. And if I get to going too fast, let me know, 'cause I'm gonna go on to number three. Near the house was the brown and white rabbit hutch. Rabbits. The hutch belongs to the rabbit. So rabbit with an apostrophe S. Alright, number four. My mom and her sister favorite place was the playhouse. Sisters. So sister with an apostrophe S, and again, it's another favorite place. And the last one, in a nearby tree branches was a tree house. Trees. So trees with an apostrophe S. The branches belong to the tree. Alright, we're going to skip that next section and go to the bottom section first because I know that middle section is going to take people longer. So you're going to need an orange colored pencil and a yellow colored pencil. So get out your orange and yellow colored pencil. paragraph. But it is not what you think. If you look at it, you might say, oh, they're going to do common and proper. But nope, they're not doing common and proper. They are doing singular and plural. So what is singular? One. What is plural? More than one. So if the noun they circled is singular, you're going to color it in yellow. Did I say to get out a yellow and orange highlighter? No, I said to get out a yellow and orange colored pencil. So please do that. Yellow and orange colored pencil. All right, the orange is going to be for singular and the yellow is going to be for plural. So pay attention. All right, I'm going to read the whole sentence first and then we'll go back and do the ones that were circled. So the first sentence says, the Snake River runs through Idaho. So Snake River.
Singular.
Singular. So color it orange. Just color it quickly. Just do this. Just like a couple of lines through it. I will know you've colored orange. It's not a coloring contest. Next sentence. Its name comes from its shape, not because it is full of snakes. So what about name?
Singular.
Singular. So orange again. And then the word snakes is plural. So snakes needs to be yellow. Next, early pioneers had to cross the Snake River in their covered wagons. So start with pioneers. Pioneers is plural. So color that one yellow. And Snake River is singular. So color that one orange. And that brings us to wagons, which is plural. So color that one yellow. Wagons should be yellow because it's plural. Sometimes, sorry, I lost my place. I knew it started with sometimes. Sometimes the wagons crossed easily and safely, but sometimes the trip across was very dangerous. Only word circled there is trip. Trip is singular, so color it orange. Today, people enjoy boating, fishing, and other water activities in the Snake River. What about people?
Plural.
Plural, very good. Even though it doesn't end in an S, people is plural. So color it yellow. And then activities. Plural again, very good. So activities, more than one. Activity would be one, activities is plural. In Twin Falls, Idaho, a bridge that is about 1,500 feet long and 486 feet high crosses the Snake River. So start with bridge. Singular. Bridge. Bridges would be plural. Bridge is singular, so color it orange. Feet.
Plural.
Foot. Feet. Plural. So it is yellow. That's one of those tricky ones. You gotta watch out for it. Some people actually parachute from the bridge to the river below. So start with people. Plural. People is plural. Bridge. Singular. Bridge is singular. Bridges would be plural. Please pay attention and speak before you speak. So bridge would be orange. And river? So river is also orange. The Perrine Bridge is a much easier way to cross the Snake River than a covered wagon. So the only word there is wagon. Singular. So color it orange. All right, now that you're finished with that, you're going to go back and you're going to write, please put your pencils down because I really want you to listen. You are going to go back and you are going to write one sentence for each possessive Idaho word. So this whole page has basically been about Idaho. Now, what can belong to a potato? Because you have to put something that belongs to a potato.
Skin.
It's skin. The potato's skin. What else can be on a potato?
Chips.
Potatoes.
Chips.
No, potato chips, but the chips don't belong to the potato. No.
The
back to you when you've actually thought of what you're gonna say, okay? Paige.
The potatoes, I forget what you call the inside of it.
Yes?
It's, when I call it a potato, I think it's called, I forgot what it's called.
Yes?
Potato flesh?
Flesh.
Oh,
Potatoes
that's
flesh.
called.
What about those little places where sometimes it might do something like green stuff? What are those called? Do you know?
No, but I was gonna say the potatoes goodness.
Ah, that would work. The potatoes goodness. All right, those little things where it sometimes sprouts or buds, those are called eyes. The potatoes eyes. Or if it is budding, it's called the potatoes buds. Okay? Because I have some at home right now that are doing that because I didn't use them in time. Okay? So you need to think of something that belongs to the potato, but you need to write a sentence. It needs to say the potato skin, da 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 da. What about it? And then the next sentence that you're going to be doing is mountains. The mountains. So what do mountains have?
The mountains are usually there.
No. You cannot say the mountains are. You're not telling me what belongs to the mountains. That's not ownership. What belongs to a mountain? Tell me something that belongs to a mountain. I don't even want you to give me a sentence. I just want you to tell me what is something that a mountain might have. The mountains, what?
Snow.
Snow. Sometimes mountains have snow. The mountains snow. Give me another thing a mountain might have.
The mountain's cliff.
The mountain's cliff.
The mountain's hill.
The mountain's hill. I don't think a mountain without a hill. Okay, no, so that's not necessarily a good one. Because a hill is just, mountain is not so big, right?
Habitat.
You could say the mountain's steepness. That would work. I heard what you said right there at the end. You could say the mountain's steepness, because some mountains are more steep. Mountains don't have a habitat.
And how about a cave?
The mountain's cave, yes. You could say that.
The mountain's point.
The mountain's point or peak. Peak is what you call the point of a mountain. The mountain's peak, right? Okay? You understand? Because if you say the mountains are, does are belong to the mountains? No. So you are not using it as possessive. So you've got to have something in your sentence that belongs to the mountain. And you can't say the mountains have a peak, because then you're not using it as ownership. You need to say the mountain's peak and tell me something about the mountain's peak. Or the mountain's cave and tell me something about the mountain's cave. What is the last one? The last one is flowers. What's something that flowers have?
Pollen.
Pollen. The flower's pollen.
Petals.
The flower's petals.
Smell.
The flower's smell or fragrance. Tess? Those are you say Grace?
The flower's stem.
The flower's stem.
The flower's bud.
The flower's bud.
The flower's roots.
Yes, the flower's root. What about the flower's beauty? Right? Beauty that come along the flower. All right, you may begin that section now. Just make sure you're using the word as possession or ownership. So there has to be something belonging to it.